Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here, and we escaped an overtime victory in Philly against the Eagles. We're at 7-7, they're at 7-7. We go against the Vikings. We need some help. We need the 49ers to lose at least 2 games. I don't even think we may not even be in the playoff picture anymore, and I'm just because of the last loss, and I'm just hoping for something that's not possible. I'm gonna have to re-look at the playoff, and they lost. The Vikings lost, I think. Let's look at the standings. The Lions have clinched, so the Packers have the other wild card spot, possibly. And 2 games left. The Vikings win. Wow, this is coming down to the wire. We're most definitely chasing this wild card spot within our division, I think. 13. We're tied with them. We're tied with them. And we're tied with the 49ers. So yeah, literally we are 20th. We're behind everyone but the Eagles because of that win. So we technically have to go over everyone. We're a half game behind everyone else besides the Eagles. We go into Minnesota, I believe it is. And they're 8-6. If everyone else loses, it's possible these last 2 games, because we face the Redskins. The Redskins are what? Redskins are behind us, so they would have to win the next 2. I mean, they're playing only within the division to win the division. So Seahawks and Lions 1 and 2 respectively. Packers have the other one. The Giants would be the other division. Right? The Panthers would be the other one. Packers would be the first wild card. Giants would be the division. Vikings would be the wild card. Panthers would be the division right now. So technically, the Saints, who are tied at 7-7 within their division, 49ers are 7-7 fighting for a wild card. Eagles are fighting for a wild card. Vikings are fighting. Vikings are in the playoffs right now. As of right now. Okay. Wow. This is. Did I beat the Vikings in week? I think we lost to the Vikings. Yeah, we lost to the Vikings. So if we win this, we tie it and it goes to NFC. Yeah, I had to replay this game. Because the sliders were jacked up a little bit, still running. That one was a crash, and that one I had to readjust the brake tackle. It's just getting ridiculous. All right, so we're going into Minnesota. So Amos is here. He'll be out for the rest of the season. The Vikings are missing John Sullivan, their center, Hakeem Nicks, and John Beeson. All will be back besides Sullivan for wildcard weekend if they make it. Depth chart. Our depth chart's good. Let's look at the Vikings. So Teddy Bridgewater. He's 84 overall, going his 3rd season from Louisville. Zach Dicer behind him with Taylor Heineke. Halfback going to be AP with Jerick McKinnon and Toby Gerhart. Fullback's going to be Jackie Battle. Receiver. Now, I want to say Mike Rawless was their number 1. I don't think it was Hakeem Nicks. So, Earl Bennett moved up in the depth chart to be their number 2. Jarius Wright will be in the slot. And Cordell Patterson will be the number 4. Jarius Wright in that slot, that's going to be dangerous. I mean, I could have dealt with Earl Bennett in that slot. Tight end Kyle Rudolph with Derek Harvin. Derek Harvin ate me up last game. The guy had 2 touchdowns against me. And then Michael Pruitt. Left tackle Bruce Campbell, going to his 7th year out of Maryland. Left guard Ronald Leary, going to his 5th year. Center now is going to be Parker Griffin, 65 overall, from Southern Miss, a rookie. Levy's going to be behind him. Jamon Meredith, 8th year player out of South Carolina. Phil Lodhold, 8th year player. So really, besides Leary, who they signed came from somewhere else, and Griffin, everyone else has been in the league at least 8 years. It's kind of weird. Because they did let Khalil go, and I picked up Khalil and moved him from left tackle to right tackle, and he's been doing a decent job for that. So on defense, on the left side, Brian Robinson and Terrian Peppers. Right side, Everson Griffin and Scott Crichton. Defensive tackle, Sharif Floyd, Linval Joseph, and Shamar Stephan. Wait, did I just see? Yep, Sharif Floyd's getting up there. So is Linval Joseph. And overall, on the left linebacker, Gerald Hodges, with P.J. Dawson behind him. And middle linebacker going to be Vincent Ray here, backed up by Eric Kendricks because John Beeson is out. Anthony Barr, big rookie. Hopefully they don't sign him. They might end up franchise tagging him. But if he becomes available, we are making a move. The guy is an absolute beast. I'm just not sure if we'd put him on an M position, like opposite, or like an outside linebacker position, or put him in the middle. And then Jaquin Williams. Corner, Xavier Rhodes going to be a good corner for these guys, with Troy Waynes, who last year got a pick 6 against us to win the game. Nolan Carroll, the second, Brandon Harris, and Shaquille Richardson. Free safety, Harrison Smith, big, good safety. And then Antoine Uxum Jr. Strong safety, Robert Blanton, with Jerron Johnson behind him. A good, strong safety is coming on as of late. Kick return is going to be Cordell Patterson, Jarek McKinnon. We're going to be seeing a lot of. So that is our whole thing there. Let's see if there's any draft stories. I don't think there will be. No, it's just Tyron Patrick. Still. Let's look at the stats. We're first offensively again. And still 32nd. Oh my god. Marquise Wilson, 787 receiving yards. Damn. Weekly. We won't look at really till yearly until week 17. So, offensive player of the year in the NFC, Jay Cutler, 31 of 38, 416 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, threw 2 interceptions, and had 2 sacks. AFC, Le'Veon Bell, 24 carries, $188, 2 rushing touchdowns, and had 1 receiving touchdown. I think that's Jeremy Lane, corner out of St. Louis, looking at the defensive side of the ball. 9 tackles, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Over to AFC, I think it's Derek Morgan, left linebacker, 1 interception, and 11 tackles. I'm just curious how much Langford has. 344. He has a decent amount. Forte is 59 receptions. Kamai is 700. Who has the most between these guys? We're gonna have no one over 100 catches again. Alright guys, so we're gonna do some scouting. Martin McNeil. Ah, damn it. Looking for another linebacker. Could possibly pick as a good special teams guy, also with a third. Get back there. He'd be a decent pick. Look at some late rounders, just because I don't have a lot of late rounders looked at. And I want to be able to pick someone later in the draft. Nate Hunter. Don't need a tight end. Yeah, a receiver I liked further down. Quan Grayson. What about Tarquin Fuller? Let's see his prospects there coming out of the combine. Ooh, that D spectacular catch would be horrible. Alright guys, so we're going into week 16. I believe our playoff hopes are still alive. I believe. We have to win out. We have to tie the Vikings here, beat the Redskins. I believe the Vikings have to lose 2 games. I think everyone else has got to lose out. I think. I'll have to see if we win at home against the Vikings. If we can actually, if everyone else is on the same level playing field at 8-6, where we are when we have a tied matchup. So I will see you guys next time when we take on the Vikings at home, and one of the biggest games of the season that could make or break either team. I will see you guys next time. Later.